What's up, everyone? This is the unboxing of my new skimmer, my RLS skimmer. It's not so much a review, just an unboxing. And this came in a much larger box with, packing peanuts and whatnot. I can see, there's a little ding here in the corner. I have not taken this out of the package yet. So hopefully I record this and a lot of it ends up on film. So this skimmer, this RLS Reef Life Support System, RLSS, my bad. It's the DB8i. It has a DC pump to it. And it's going to be roughly for a 120 gallon with a sump. I've never owned an in-sump skimmer. I have like a 28 gallon nano cube. Has a hang on the back skimmer. So I'm just going to take this out and kind of look at it and play around. This skimmer, I didn't see any online. There was a picture where someone kind of was playing with a pump. Really, that was about it. There's some thick, not styrofoam, but oh wow, this is nice. I like this. Be something good to cut up, maybe, kind of throw a pump or something on there, or to insulate sound. I'm keeping that. So we have this unit here, this piece. So there was a different RLSS skimmer that had, the long venturi pipe. This is the shorter one. And for some reason, I just don't like the ones where you have to sort of turn the whole piece, the piece that sticks up. I kind of like the ones with the gate valves. I really didn't want to get one of the Reef Octopus Diablo skimmers. The DC ones. I'd heard a lot of reviews about bubbles being in the tank, producing a lot of micro bubbles. I don't know how true that is, because some reviews are kind of bullshit. Or, if someone's unhappy, they'll do a review, but it doesn't have all the happy people that do reviews. You know what I mean? But also that skimmer was a little bit taller. For some reason, I just heard good things about these. They were very quiet. I'm not really knocking Reef Octopus. I'm not positive. The Reef Octopus, they make another DC skimmer, and I can't remember the name. It's like POV something, and approximately, it seemed like the equivalent was about $7.79. And some of the reviews on that, and I mean, I'll read reviews. I work nights. Sometimes there's downtime, and I'm a big review person. However, like I'd mentioned before, some reviews are bullshit, and but the RLS skimmers, I've heard they're very quiet. We'll see. I think this cost me about $5.79 or so. So we have, this component here. It looks like there's a low and a high. You twist it. Okay, makes sense. Put that down. Everything is wrapped here. This is a it's much larger than I expected to be. Like this collection cup, it's humongous. Then again, take for granted, I have nothing to really compare this to. I've never owned an in-sump skimmer. Alright, I'm going to need two hands for this. Maybe. Oh no, I got it. So there's the pump here. And I'll show something like a pop can or something like that so you can kind of compare size. So, I mean, this plastic, it's very dense foam. I like this stuff. I think it was packaged really well. Right off, it doesn't seem like there's any damage, I don't believe. So here's the pump, the DC6000. Power cord. This is basically a muffler. Like I said, you see the pictures and you're like, oh, it's the Skimmer, but I mean, this thing, it's like a small can of V8. That's about the size of it. So, like a little muffler. This is a shiv to shank someone. No, it's an Allen wrench for something. Here is the box, the controller, wave line. Sorry about the camera work. I'm like not looking through the camera, so things might look kind of shaky. And this thing, whatever this is. Okay, so it's like a little adapter, a DC adapter, transformer, whatever you want to call it. You plug your pump in here, you plug this in there, boom. I don't see any instructions, which I was sort of prepared for that anyways. I saw another review for, it was an unboxing of one of the skimmers by this company here, and it was a video online, like a speed video on how to set things up. So, and I'm pretty mechanically inclined. I'm sure I can figure it out. I don't even have my tank yet. I just wanted to get one of these, and I'm being all OCD. No, I don't want to set this on the carpet. I might get a cat hair on it. Reef life support system. Without the medical cost of freaking medical equipment. Yeah, don't get me started on hospital stays and medication costs, blah blah blah. I spent like overnight in the hospital and I got the bill and I was like, oh my god. My bad. So you have this collection cup, boom, it goes on top, and that fits on, I suppose, and screws on, I'd imagine. And let me set this down. This isn't going to be pointing anywhere. I just want to get this plastic off. Oops. Okay, so there's the pump in there. It's a little air tube. Okay, it's recessed here for this cable. So for the most part, this is all for the most part put together, really. All I have to do is pop this down here. It doesn't look like there's a screw or anything for that, and it doesn't need it. And put this up top. Wow, this thing's freaking huge. And put this here. I have to measure this. It's a beautiful piece of art. Construction wise, picking this up, it feels very, very solid, very heavy. Oh, I like this. Freaking awesome. But, like I said, I have nothing to really compare this to. As far as skimmer wise, people like their brands, and I wanted a pump inside the unit. And I wanted the DC controller. I just listened to this pump and it just sounded so quiet. And it being in the body, it will kind of dampen the noise even a little bit more. I don't know how that will affect performance versus having a pump on the outside. Let me just kind of put that pop bottle there. So in comparison, or kind of putting it in the hole here, there's a lot of space. And I've seen other skimmers at stores at work, and okay, I guess this twists and locks. All right. Sorry, I'm just kind of babbling here. It's not even a review, it's just an unboxing. So what you're hearing obviously is me talking to myself, and it's really about it. And I don't have my tank yet, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some, because I've read reviews, people, say, oh, you get your skimmer and soak it in vinegar for 24 hours, or, well, not 24 hours, but I remember reading at a forum, someone spoke of soaking their skimmer in vinegar for a couple hours. Why? I understand maybe wiping it down or something like that, or I'm just going to get some RO water in like a Tupperware container and throw this in probably and turn it on and just sort of play with it, let it run. I really wish this came with instructions, though. That's kind of the only thing that I really don't like. I'm sure I can go to their website. I don't know if it's because maybe where it was made. I don't know. Because sometimes, you get the instructions from someplace and it shows a different product, or the English is just really kind of hard to interpret. So like as far as depth to run this at, I've heard people, mention, you want the standpipe to be partially submerged, not all the way, or you don't want it all the way up, partially. I don't know if that's a general rule, Timber, to follow, but so I'm going to probably take this apart. I want my other hand and kind of hook this up, and I don't know what these holes on top are for, though. I don't know. I don't know if that's something with all skimmers, if there should be like screws there or something. Not screwing it down to anything, but or if it, I don't know if it's gonna, the smell's gonna get out, or if it has something to do with like making it so you can take the top off and there not being a suction or something, or a vacuum effect. Here's a little plug here. Of course, you can run tubing to some waste container, and whether or not I'm going to do that, I don't know. I am impressed with this. I like this. I like the construction. It feels solid. I can't wait to get it running. Let me just set my camera down for a second. I don't know what it's aiming at. Maybe it's aiming at my boot. Maybe it's aiming at the skimmer. I don't know. I'll just ramble. That's what I'll do. So I bought this from Salty Supply, and as far as the build is concerned, I was talking to someone at the local fish store, and I expressed interest in these skimmers, and they said they're usually kind of hard to get. They sell out very fast. So when I saw these online, Salty Supply had them, I jumped on it. I'm like, I want that. So I ordered it and I received it. And I emailed them and said, hey, this is my number, this is my email. Can you let me know if you really do have them in stock? because I ordered something in stock from somewhere else. It was a pump at one point in time, and they said they had it, and then they never sent a confirmation or anything, and nothing. I'd sent them emails, and then a while later, probably a good month later, they're like, "Oh, we sent your pumps." I'm like, "Okay, thanks for letting me know, but I'm going with something else. Give me my $900 back." You know, okay, so that just kind of set in place there. And really, this top piece, you know, you turn it for adjustments. It's a little flimsy. Okay, it was just flimsy because it was kind of loose. So, oops, shit. So you twist this for control, and it raises and lowers that little thing. You know, I don't know how the sensitivity of this is. I like gate valves just because you can kind of adjust it and you don't have to worry about bumping it. That's why I kind of really don't like the long 12-inch that you kind of turn. I've seen some of the other ones that were very long, but it at least had an arrow, so there was like a number you could set it to. I'm afraid that, you know, maybe this would get bumped. Not like I'll be really putting, but you know, as far as like maybe changing filter socks or something like that if you touch it. But it seemed like I moved this a bit, and the little piece inside wasn't really moving so much. But you know, I imagine it's one of those things you just kind of adjust it and boom, you get your flow, and then that's it. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's flimsy, but it's a little bit loose. I don't know if I really like that. So let me set this down again. It looks like I have 11 minutes for recording time. So I'll just set that there. I don't know what it's aiming at. Like I said, this isn't a review. It's just an unboxing. Just me taking stuff apart and just kind of bullshitting. So you have this thing. It's, like I said, probably, it's not as big as a can of beer. Like I said, like a little bottle of like V8 or something, you know. So we have, you know, these little pipes here for muffler effect. I have no idea what this screw does. It's a plastic screw. And the screw kind of goes in this plastic tube. Oh, that's probably just a screw down here, I'd imagine. It comes out and it screws in there. Okay. I thought for some reason maybe it's screwed in that tube, you know, like, okay. Does that have something to do with noise? I don't know. So I'll set this here again. Oops. Timber. Sorry that I don't have a better cameraman or something here. Someone that can take the... And I didn't want to set it on the table with my tripod. Just because I want to get some close-ups. So that little screw screwed in right there, and I believe that's how. That seems kind of weird. So I guess this just plugs right into there. Like this little plastic screw for that. I probably wish, you know, it was at least like maybe titanium or something like that, or I'm afraid this might get like bumped and the thing break. That would suck bad. I don't know if it's supposed to maybe be a little more like this. And Something else with the screw too, there's that like little ridge there. I don't know what the purpose of that is, but so I was trying to tighten it to get, you know, I would think that'd be grooved so this little thing fits in there. I don't know the reasoning on that, but this tubing fits here, and you know that screws down. Maybe like this or something like that. Very soft, flexible tubing here. And that pushes on there, and then this goes there. Okay. Everything else, you know, obviously I didn't have to like mess with the pump at all. I'll just plug it in. That's how that is. So underneath, you know, it's on little stubs here. Little rubber feet. I like that. You know, maybe it'll help with vibration. There's a hole in the bottom. And you can see the little teeth there. Not the teeth, but the little, for the pump. So, you know, it sits on the bottom. It sucks water up. Goes up in here, does its thing. Shoots water out. This is pretty freaking heavy. That's not like, yeah, it's 80 pounds. Okay, it's not heavy, but I mean, I like the construction, I'll say that. So, big pump. I don't know what else I can really say about this. If you have any comments, concerns, and like I said, I'm sorry about the shaky camera work. It's down there, locks in place. You know, I'm gonna hook this up and put it in some water and just sort of play around with it in that sense, and put this here. Otherwise, you know, so far I like it. I'm impressed. You know, I have no regrets or anything. This little thing is kind of the only thing I think is kind of weird about it. But like I said, you know, I don't know if it's, yeah, that's kind of odd. I don't know if I can change that out with something. Probably not, because I mean it's probably a big threaded piece, that's plastic thread piece that's hooked onto that little valve down there. You know, so it's something I'll have to watch out for. You know, that it'd be cool, you know, if you could set it and it locked in place, or it almost had like teeth where it kind of clicked to a certain position or something like that. I don't know. But that's it, the unboxing, and time to plug this in and play with it. If you have any questions, send a message, and that's about it. Thanks for watching.